Welcome to www.northeastworms.com. I am Gaetano, your host. So what I'm doing today I am in my beautiful backyard because I'm working on my raised bed. I put all the compost in the raised bed, the vermicompost, and I moved everything and I put my raised bed ready for the seedling. But it's still a little early here for upstate New York because in nighttime the temperature is actually a little low and the seedling, you know, they can die. So I will wait a little bit more, at least another 2-3 weeks before actually take the seedling from inside to outside. But now what I want to do, I want to move one of my beans that I have in my warmer in my basement from the basement outside. So I will transform this rainwater bottle in actually a warm bean. I'm moving one of my bigger beans where originally I put around 4 or 5 pounds, I don't know exactly, of red wigglers around 2 months ago, 10 weeks ago. So I guess they are almost the double. So maybe they are like 8 pounds, 7, 8 pounds, 9 pounds of actually warmer right now. Maybe less because there will be a lot of baby in pounds, but a lot of worms. So I actually will move here. This bottle will stay here all year round. So that means that the next winter, this bottle will stay outside. So I will try to figure out something to insulate and to try to make it warmer this thing. So what are we doing now? The things I want to do now, I want to drill some holes here at the bottom. So just for drainage, so they can drain and they have enough of them go on the ground, and that's okay. I don't care about the leachate. The leachate for me it's toxic. I don't want to use the leachate, and I will not use the leachate. I will use this hole here that I already have here for actually air, but I will put like a mosquito net, but inside and outside of the things, and I will put a cup on the top. Okay, like it's a piece of wood that I will put on the top here to cover. And here it's perfect because there are just a little sun in the morning for like 3 minutes, and it's always on the shade, this place. So that would be great. It's the perfect place. So in the winter time, we don't have a lot of sun, so it doesn't matter if there is sun or not. So I have really to figure out how to insulate. I have an idea, but we will see. Because starting now, I will do a playlist about this operation. Okay, so what I put like bedding here. I will put for bedding my compost, my hot compost that is not hot right now. I have 2 piles of compost here outside. One is warm and one is cold. The cold one is all leaves, and it will take maybe 2 years to break it down. The hot compost is not completely break down, so but it's perfect for the bedding from the worms. So I will show you my beans or my outside piles, and I will show you how it's possible in a city. I live in a city, in a little backyard like this one, how it's possible to have a compost, you know, and to recycle everything. Let's go to see the compost. So this is where I have my beans, my piles actually of compost. Here, you see? This is the hot compost, on the back the cold compost that will be ready I think in 2 years. So I will take some of this actually compost and I will fill out the 55 gallon barrel outside and to make the beddings for the worms. I think the worms, they will have a blast with. it's a nice dump. Want to move a little bit? I am sure the worms, they will have a blast. They will have a better life. Okay. So how you saw, I got like a 3 buckets of this one, full of worms. So let's dump the worms. So you see here, there are a lot of worms. Yeah, it's full of worms here. Really a lot. And there are also food, because I just put a bunch of food 3 days ago. So that, I think that the worms will stay very nice here. Okay, alright. So let me just move a little bit. Okay, you see how many worms there are here? Okay, a little more water. One nice dump. So the excess water will go actually out from the bottom, from the hose. Okay, the last thing I want to put on the top, my bedding. If you didn't see the video where I prepared the bedding, so my bedding that I always use, and for me it's the best bedding that you can prepare for your worms. Just click here on the link on the top right, okay? And I will put like the link on the top right on the video, and I'm putting just a little of this bedding on the top. Okay, this bedding is already a little moist, but it's with a fresh bedding just on top. Okay, the last thing I want to put on the top, my bedding. If you didn't see the video where I prepared the bedding, so my bedding that I always use, and for me it's the best bedding that you can prepare for your worms. Just click here on the link on the top right, okay? And I will put like the link on the top right on the video, and I'm putting just a little of this bedding on the top. Okay, this bedding is already a little moist, but it's with a fresh bedding just on top. So the only thing actually, I'm thinking now that today while I was taking the compost from the worm piles outside to put on my beds, I saw a bunch of actually of earthworms. So there are a chance that some earthworms or cocoons, they actually went inside of this one. So, but it's not a big deal. That will be okay. So the only thing I guess there would be a pain just to take out the casting when it's ready. But I will think about that when it's time. Okay, so let me go take the